Cold email is becoming more difficult every single day. You may feel like everyone is saying that cold email is dead or cold email is becoming less effective, but the truth is, this mentality is what's holding you back from seeing results. Because the sooner you start, the sooner that you will see results. Now, in this video, I'm going to address some common beliefs about cold email and reveal to you the truth about whether you should do cold email in 2024. I'm sure many of you have heard that Google had an update in 2024, and there are three major components that they're cracking down on. The first thing is authentication of an email. They literally state you shouldn't need to worry about the intricacies of email security standards. They want their users to not have to think about spammers. So they're increasing the authentication requirements. They're also making sure that their users have an easy unsubscription process. They don't want multi-step unsubscribe buttons. They want it one-click unsubscribe. This is a big deal. They also state that they want to ensure they're sending wanted emails. Now, nobody likes to spam, right? And Gmail already includes many tools that keep unwanted messages out of the inbox, but they're increasing this and saying that they're going to protect and enforce if someone has a clear spam rate and threshold. So Google is definitely increasing the standards when it comes to cold email because so many people have abused this system, and so there's been so much spam out there that the landscape is changing. The impact of this is everyone is seeing lower deliverability rates on Google, and that's why we recommend you restrict to a maximum of 30 emails per day per account, because this will help you not be put in that spam folder, right? We really want to help you avoid that, but everyone's emails are going to spam. This is happening, and this is a constantly changing landscape. Now, another aspect is everyone is sending cold emails now. Everyone and their mom. That's what it at least feels like. Tons of agencies out there doing lead generation. There's businesses doing it themselves. It's just out there. And founders, CEOs, high decision makers, they're getting hundreds of cold emails in their inbox weekly, and it's making it harder and harder to work in the B2B space. This isn't uncommon. People are always being solicited for sales, especially in the B2B. There's cold calling, there's marketing. It still works really well. It's just you have to have the fundamentals. You have to have a good offer. You need to follow up regularly. You need to have good leads. This is where the money is at. You got to make sure you put in the work and refine everything, because you need an irresistible offer. You need a unique selling proposition where your offer is just killing it because everyone actually wants it because you've taken the time to create a good offer. You also really need to understand the person you're reaching out to. You need to know if they like ice cream, if they're on LinkedIn. You need to know where they go for lunch. I'm being a little extreme, but in reality, the more you know about the person you're reaching out to, the more you can walk in their shoes, the better your targeting will be, the better your offer will be. Another aspect of this is it will empower you to create a really good lead list. When you're going through a database, if you're just doing broad searches, it's not going to empower you. But if you have a clear, defined, ideal client profile that you're reaching out to, then that will empower your lead list. And if you get it verified, then you're going to succeed even more. Because it's such a saturated industry, because so many people have spammed and abused this whole space, we're in what I would call a trust recession. Everyone's on guard. Everyone doesn't believe what random people reaching out to them. They're instantly just like, no, I don't want anything to do with you. It's burnt out the space. Like if you're reaching out to a CEO and you're the 100th email that they're getting about how awesome this product is, they're not going to trust you, and they're consistently building up these walls, right? They're like a castle that you have to get in, and that's the issue. There's a ton of defense mechanisms because there's been so much solicitation and spamming. Now, the thing is you can be creative and get around this. It just takes a little extra work. You can lead with a personalized loom to build more trust. You can reach out to them on multiple platforms. You can make it all about them rather than about you. If your initial outreach is, I'm amazing, you should bow at my feet, I doubt they're really going to respond. But if you make it all about them and help them about their pain and their dreams and their goals, this will change the landscape for you and help you pierce the veil, get into that castle that we're talking about of all those defense mechanisms. That's how you get past it. You could create content so that when people look you up or when they go to your landing page, you build trust that way. When people Google you, what do they find? Do they find old posts? Do they find a different company? You got to make sure you're controlling this whole process so that if they do engage with you because you've done the work and you're standing out, you got to make sure you're able to instantly build that rapport. That's why it's important to combine social media, good websites, videos to attract the right customers, and it makes the conversion a lot easier if everything aligns. If you're selling ice cream and people look you up and they see you work at a pizza store, they're going to be really confused. So you got to make sure things align and that you're able to build trust. Another way people do this is they use case studies, testimonials, but also just doing free trials or showing them how you can actually impact their business. So here's the thing. Cold emailing still works. Absolutely. It's just a matter of doing it the right way. In 2 weeks, I generated over $2 million worth of lead value for a roofing company, and that's a saturated market. You're fighting with a lot of noise from people who are spamming and doing things incorrectly. So even doing things correctly will help you stand out, but you still got to learn and adapt and overcome. And the cold emailing landscape will continuously evolve and change. So that's something you need to take into consideration. You can't just necessarily set it and forget it. You got to continue to make sure that things are working well, what updates are happening through platforms. So if you want to try the best cold emailing software that tens of thousands of businesses use to send cold emails into their ideal client's inbox, check out instantly.ai or go to the link in the description and claim your free trial. Also, click on this video to learn about how to use cold email to actually get clients in 2024. And I'll see you in the next one.